So I'm obviously aware and been thinking a lot about how I'm 28 and I'm single, and I didn't expect to be 28 and single. I literally thought I was in the relationship that I was going to be in for the rest of my life, and I had settled. It was not a bad relationship, but it was more the vibe of, this is my person, this is good enough, like that shrug, and just like, this is my life. There's things that make me unhappy, but it's okay because it's him. And I've just been really reflecting on, I'm so thankful that that relationship ended, because there are things that I was accepting and I was settling for that I would never, ever, ever allow to come into another relationship.
And yes, I'm gonna be the one to say it. A lot of women micro cheat instead of physically cheating. It just feel better.
What do men not understand about a booty call? What do they not understand about if I'm like, hey, I'm in a good mood, like, come over tonight? What do they think? Because sometimes they're like, oh, like, I'm gonna be in town, like, next week. We can hang out next week. I'm not gonna want to see you next week. I want to see you right now because I'm in a good mood. And you not wanting to make the trek down here to see me makes you, like, icky to me. So now I, like, don't want to see you at all.
Like, as a female, yes. Have I invited people that I just met that day to my home? Obviously, like, sorry, slut shamers, like, I'm not perfect. And also, don't act like you've never done it. And if you haven't done it and you're hating on me, it's because you've never had the opportunity to do it.
What's good, guys? It's your boy JostenJ coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Women will never stop chasing attractive men's attention in modern dating. We got action. Let's cook.
You know what I hate about dating in your 30s? I would like to talk about a very specific dating archetype type that seems to be very prevalent in 2026 dating culture. And it's the men that just want pen pals. It's like dopamine dating. Like, they get some sort of validation from messaging back and forth, but then as soon as the commitment comes in to actually having to meet up and go on a date, they back down. They ghost, they say, actually, like, you know what, I changed my mind. Actually, like, I may have had all of the information before, but something in that information is now turning me off. And I'm like, you know what, never mind. Why do you just want a pen pal? If you want a pen pal, like, go and write to, like, one of those, like, people in prison and have a pen pal with them. Or, you know, start a relationship with somebody halfway across the world. If you don't actually want the commitment of meeting somebody, then why are you on a dating app? If you just want somebody to text you and puff up your ego and make you feel better. Like, I've come across this type of guy so many times, and I've seen so many other women on TikTok talking about this too, where it's all of these guys that just want a freaking pen pal. They get the dopamine rush from starting to message you, and then as soon as things get serious, it's downhill. You never end up meeting each other, and that's it. And this type comes again and again and again, and it's so annoying. Don't be on a dating app if you want a pen pal.
They don't understand that men who typically don't offer dates, all right? Men who have options do not need to offer you a date. I said this in another video. When men have standards, and once again, attractive men. I'm not here to police this and Chad and Tyrone and no, knock it off. Attractive men don't have to offer them dates, because if you're looking at it from a dating app perspective, because she's talking about on the apps, if a man is talking to 10 women and 3 of those women are making it extremely easy, they will come over, they don't need a bunch of this and that, he's gonna move in that direction. Then he might come on there and talk to you again. This is why they're like, guys ghost and then come back. Yeah, they're done dealing with them, now they're trying to see what's up with you. Simple. And before we get into the second clip, let me put you guys onto a great deal. The sponsor of today's video is Breath Death, the brand behind Crystal Breath, exploding mint crystals that kill bad breath on impact and take your confidence to the next level. These aren't your average mints or gum. No fake ingredients, no perfume masking, no endless chewing. Crystal Breath dissolves in seconds and actually destroys bad breath at the source. These mints attack sulfur compounds in your mouth that cause the stink, so you're not covering it up, you're actually killing it. And it keeps you clinically fresh for up to 4 hours, so you're not constantly worried about missing your next moment to shine, or when you're talking to a chick, or just out and about doing your thing. It's the perfect addition to your breath routine. For when you're walking out the door and you need a backup, this hits hard and fast. There are also natural ingredients inside of it. It's 0 calories, fast acting, dentist approved, and it packs a delicious peppermint punch and the brand new lemon mint, which is like an electric lemonade. They're fun, easy to use. It's a legit party trick that you can share with your friends, especially for those who desperately need your help. And because it comes in resealable tubes, you can keep one everywhere and always be ready for what comes next. Trust me, once you try Breath Def, there's no turning back. And because Breath Def is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal. When you click the link in the description or scan the QR code, you'll receive an additional 10% off. It's an exclusive deal that you won't get anywhere else. So click the link. Get started on your mission to kill bad breath. Those other people can have bad breath, but we can't afford it because you are him and they are them.
What the hell did I do in a past life to deserve to keep attracting these low effort men? Honestly, so done with low effort dating. Like I'm at my wit's end. I honestly felt a little bit optimistic and more positive about this dating experience as I've been trying to enter my dating era. And like, I'm not even asking for a lot. Like, there are women out there asking for a lot more than I'm asking for. Like, I'm asking for the bare minimum of not even a deep planned date, but to just take some sort of want and drive to actually want to go out with me. You know, like, don't tell me let's lock in Tuesday, confirm Tuesday. Again, this is a guy I've already been on 3 dates with. We haven't seen each other for a while because he's been away. Like, if I know deep down now, like, if he actually wanted to see me when he got back, he would be making the plan and he would be making the effort. But like, don't give me this low effort breadcrumbing shit. Like, if you don't want to see me, that's fine. I'm a big fucking girl. Like, I'll move on. But he's basically planned, like, yeah, let's lock in Tuesday. I asked him, are you sure you want to do Tuesday? Because I'm going to plan my business day, like my work around this. Like, I'm busy. And he goes, yeah, that's fine. I just assumed Tuesday would mean we'd like finish work and grab dinner, or I don't know, a bite to eat, or cook dinner at home, whatever. And basically, I asked him again, he said, yeah, all good for Tuesday. Didn't hear from him all day. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm not going to ask him. And I asked him then at 4 o'clock, and I was like, look, what's the plan tonight? Like, what are we doing? What am I getting ready for? I've got meetings at the moment. Like, I need to jump off and organize my life. And he was just like, oh, I've just finished work. Sorry, been stuck in meetings. Going to go to the gym. I'll be home about 6. And again, like, no plan in that. I said, okay, no worries, I just got home. And then he was like, I'm just going to shower, hoover, and cook some pasta. I'm like, that was it. Again, no fucking plan. I was like, okay, so what, are we not grabbing dinner? And he's like, oh, I didn't realize we were doing dinner. Did I miss that message? I'm like, no, you didn't fucking miss that message. But what message has been put in to make a plan? Like, what the hell? And if you don't want to do dinner, what are we doing? He's like, oh, I just kind of, and I didn't say that, but I was just like, no, there wasn't a plan to do dinner. I just assumed like we would be spending the night together. Like, what do you want to do? But I'm hungry. It's now 7 o'clock. Like, what am I doing? And he goes, oh, I just kind of thought we'd take Ziggy on a dog walk. I'm like, I just messaged you saying I was going to take Ziggy on a dog walk. When at once did you say I'll join you? Like, fuck off. And old me would have turned around and gone, yeah, sure, fine, dog walk's fine. I'm like, not doing it. I'm not wasting my time on this shit. I'm done. I said, nah, all good. Like, I'm just going to cook dinner and take Ziggy for a walk and do some work then. No stress. Like, if tonight doesn't work. No fucking response. Half an hour later. This isn't even the first guy. The amount of low effort dates, not even asking to make dinner, not even asking to just fucking buy me a coffee, nothing. I'm so over it. And I don't know why I keep attracting these people.
She can't lock this dude down and she continues to talk to him. Why is she talking to this guy? Right? He's not putting in effort, blah, blah, blah. And it's not the first guy that she keeps attracting that's doing this. You hear that? Isn't it funny how women will say that they're so different from each other? They're not like other girls. They're not like other chicks, right? They don't do this, they don't do that, but they have similar experiences. They keep going through the same thing time and time again. She keeps attracting these guys because she finds them attractive. Once again, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, she's saying, I've been to therapy and I've done the work, but you keep attracting the same thing. So isn't that a reflection on how you treat yourself? Because I thought we just attract what we are. This is exactly why I tell men, right? When a woman is acting like she doesn't see you as anything, get rid of her. Because you see yourself as somebody. You're somebody. She sees you as a nobody. It's time to go. Anytime a woman's talking about these standards or whatever, see, they don't have them for the men that they really want. And in there, she said, guys aren't even offering to cook for you. That was hilarious to me because that's what guys are willing to do. And they're not even willing to do that. As time goes on, men understand, I don't have to do anything. I really don't. If she wants me, she'll make it super easy. But women are bumping their heads because they keep attracting the same guy. It's guys that you're attracted to. Now, if you went to therapy, wouldn't they make you see things in a new light? No, they go to therapy and they tell them that, yeah, you should chase whatever you want and still go after what you want. And don't let anybody stop you and your feelings and blah, 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 blah. No, you're chasing guys who have options.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. Literally no one is approachable anymore. No one looks at each other. Everyone's heads down and no one's smiling or just seems happy. Literally no one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone. I don't wear my headphones. Literally never once. I've never been approached. Fucking get this. I was talking to a guy I matched with on Cuffed. We were talking on the phone, had the fucking best conversation ever. Ghost me. He literally ghosted me. Just now, if you have like a really good phone call with a guy you matched with on a dating app like Raya, Cuffed, Tinder, or whatever, I guess you just ghost them immediately. It's funny though, like on the phone when we were talking, I asked him if he like ever approaches a girl at a bar or in the street, and he was like, no, God, no. So I guess maybe that was just a red flag. That men forget that they literally have the power in the situation. So that's why everyone's single.
Yeah, that's exactly how I am in public. I go to where I go. I get what I need to get. I mind my business and I go home, or I go to the next thing that I need to do. Women don't understand. Men are going to approach women when they feel like it. If you're not getting approached, hey man, hey, I don't know what to tell you at that point. It's funny that, you know, when women want men to approach, they never stop and understand that. If you're in your mid to late 20s, it ain't going down like that. 30s especially, it ain't going down like that. When I was 19, 17, 18, 19, 20, we used to go to the mall to get numbers, to approach women. And it's funny, if you see these shorts and stuff on Instagram or wherever of the Riz guys, they're always 21, 22 years old with the Meta glasses on, walking up to women. They're always 20, 21, 22. Bro, they will literally go to the mall to approach women. Older men have bills. We have responsibilities. It ain't really on our minds like that. You see a woman, you say, hi, what's up? You start a conversation with her. But other than that, going out of your way to just mass approach women, guys typically don't do that nowadays. So yeah, it is what it is. You're going to have to make yourself available. You're going to have to go up to a guy. And if a guy does start a conversation with you, you better hold on to that conversation for dear life. But we all know that if he's not our type, there are always different things that can change this. Oh, he's not this enough. He's not that enough. I'm telling you, bro, they have a hard time understanding because they think that they're entitled to a man's attention. Not only a man's attention, an attractive man's attention, a man who they find attractive. It don't go that way. So if you're not going to put yourself out there, what you crying for? So whether they chase it or they don't, they're always going to lose. And the funniest thing in there is she said she was talking to a guy on a dating app. And she was asking him if he approaches women. Why are you wasting your time asking some nonsensical question like that instead of pushing what can I do for you, sir energy? Hey, do you like banana bread by any chance? Well, yeah, I like it, but I haven't had it in a while. Oh my God, you got to try my mom's famous banana bread. I'm going to bring it to you when we hang out. And he hasn't even set anything up yet. And he's like, oh shit, light bulb, useful. Oh, well, yeah, actually, I'm free this Friday. But they don't even want to do any of that. They want you to be the man and take the lead. And it's getting out of control now. It's getting out of hand now. See, a lot of women never learned how to be likable. They've had a bunch of suckers like them. And then when it runs out, they're like, what the hell is going on here? They don't get it. But whether they chase a man's attention or they don't, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to get on the good foot. Let's get the next one.
If nobody's going to say it, I'm going to say it. Dating with intention is boring as fuck. And for the past year, I've been dating with intention. It's been real strict around here. And it makes sense because, like, you don't want to waste your time. Why waste your time if you're looking for your person? But at the end of the day, not wasting my time has gotten me literally nothing. Not a damn thing. I'm still technically wasting my time. I have not found my person. And I'm not having any fun at all whatsoever. Because let's face it, even the terrible men can be really, really fun. So from now on, we're not dating with intention anymore. We're just here to catch a vibe. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to have standards anymore. It just means that The standards have shifted. The bar is now in hell. But it also means I'm no longer trying to be anyone's peace. I'm now trying to be everyone's problem. And you should too.
See, dating with intention is boring because they can find it, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be from a guy that they don't want. See, this is what happens to women when they don't get on with men when they're younger. When things are sweet and cute and guys want to do all of this stuff, they get older. They go through these experiences, experience after experience. A guy keeping his foot on her neck, her having to chase around this dude. She starts to develop a taste for this. And no matter how much she tries to change herself and shake it, they can't shake it at that point. So the guys who they really want, who they find fun and exciting, they're going to move in that direction. They'll try to shake themselves. They'll try to go out with the nice dude. They'll try to get these experiences in, these dates in. But it all comes down to the same thing. Why don't I really want him like that? Why am I not willing to sacrifice for this dude? Why am I not showing up to his place? Why am I not willing to just go in his direction? They know all of this. It's happening inside them. They don't want them like that. They don't want them like that. Had 2 coaching calls recently. 2 different guys, 2 different races, same thing. Feel as though they're putting in this effort, but it's not getting reciprocated. It's because you were putting in the effort too heavy in the beginning. Way too heavy. They don't deserve any of it. And not only that, when they find you attractive and they're willing to move in your direction, the less you have to do. That's why you will always feel this. Why does it feel like she ain't feeling me like that? You were doing too much, brother. You're not gauging and testing to see if she's really interested in you like that. You understand? You go off things that don't really matter. Oh, she look a certain type of way. Oh, she does this. Doesn't matter. What matters is she gonna bring King's treatment? What matters is she gonna follow instructions? A lot of guys are taking these women on dates and they didn't even see if she was willing to follow instructions. They're just taking her on dates willy-nilly. That doesn't make any sense. See, you turn into the guy that she's talking about. Dating with intention is boring. And once she's done getting the dates and what she can get out of you, where's she going? Right back to the guys who she views as attractive. See, the men that they break the rules for, these are the men that they really want like that. The men who they're trying to tell you like, oh, I want this and I want that, and you have to follow that, they ain't really feeling you like that, which is fine. But I'm here to let you know, don't go along with it. Do not go along with it. And it doesn't matter what anybody tells you. Somebody, you're not attractive. You're not. No. The way a man knows if he's attractive is if he's used to having these experiences time and time again. A man that can hold down a relationship. Guys, did you see that screenshot that I posted on Instagram last week? My chick had cramps. My chick didn't want to get out of bed. She said, but you know how good you look and how hard you've been working? I got my ass up out of bed when I thought about you. That's what I'm talking about. When women respect you, they know how to move. When women respect you, they move on your timing. They adopt your habits. Oh yeah, it's true. Whether it's in the beginning, you with her, you seeing her for a little while, she's following instructions to the point where you don't have to delegate. You don't have to say what is and what isn't. She's already used to it from doing it from the beginning. Look at that. My routine says no matter how I feel, I got to get to it. So now her routine reflects that. So this is why I tell you guys, with women, when they follow your direction, it's only to better them when you're a stand-up guy. They don't want to do that. They don't view you as a guy that they really want like that, and that's okay. But men need to stop living in la-la land. Why, does she really like me? You know, I'm not feeling it's not being reciprocated. Nah, she don't really like you like that, bro. And you guys have to do this in the beginning. Because when you go on all these dates and you chase her validation and stuff, right? Then you try to pull it back. She knows you're a fraud. From the very beginning, bro. If she doesn't want to follow your lead, she don't view you as attractive. She doesn't view you as worth it. Leave her right where she stands. And that's why these women are running into this problem now. Because men have woken up. Men understand everything. It's crystal clear. And the men that they're chasing are attractive. So you're going to have to bust a move. And if not, you're just going to keep being out here having a hard time. So this was women will never stop chasing attractive men's attention in modern dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy, JostenJ. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And I have a serious question for men, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Are you fucking okay? Are you okay? Because what the fuck? You're moving weird. You're acting out of pocket. And honestly, I'm scared. Okay, I've had it up to here. Do you know your brain is right here? It's in your head. It's in your skull. This is what you use to think. This is what you use to speak. This is what you use to lead. Just because the blood flows down from your brain into another portion of your body, it doesn't mean you don't lead with that. That is not a compass. Okay. That's not a direction picker. That is, get the blood back up here. You know the saying, give me brain, give me head. They are literally asking you to make them undumb. Can you please make me undumb? Can you give me some of your smarts, your brain? They're literally asking for brain because it's not there anymore when it goes down there. Okay. And a lot of you people in my comments are like, you know how to pick them. You know how I did not pick that. That is not what I picked. Okay. They used their fucking compass to come to me. And they had a beautiful mask on. Beautiful mask. I really believed everything that they were saying. I thought you're different. You are. You're amazing. And then the mask gets pulled off and they're like, and I'm like, oh my God. Are you okay? Really?